Okay. Biggest weakness. What is my biggest weakness as a competitor? I'd say my biggest weakness is strategy, is macro game. I'm a very intuitive player. I like to think. I like to think about the game. It's not like I'm not thinking, but very rarely will I go into a match with a firm strategy and execute the strategy. I'm way too committed to like being fluid and shifting things and doing what I feel. And I think in Melee that could be a really big weakness, especially in locals when other people are learning your habits and you're not taking that time to figure out theirs. Then you're just at a disadvantage. And these players are too good. So that's really important. It helps in majors. Generally, I do okay in majors because I'm able to kind of be light on my feet. But I would say overall, I could afford a bit more strategy.
Let's see, what is your biggest weakness as a competitor? I think the biggest thing is I'm still working on my confidence, both in myself and out of game. I think it really hurts me sort of in the clutch moments where I tend to like overthink things, and I think I've definitely seen the best play where obviously I've been practicing, but where I kind of let the practice go. Like, I kind of just like let it, I practice what I practice, and it's time for it to see if it's ready for tournament, if I can pull it off in tournament. I think, really trying to work on my self-confidence has been a big thing, and something I'm really thankful that Melee's pushed me to get better at, and I've definitely gotten a lot better. It's always a process.
What's my biggest vice? League of Legends lately. YouTube videos. Biggest vice though? Well, I'm technically on the clock. I should be working right now, so not working is a big vice.
Let's see, my biggest vice, Melee-wise, I think it has to be like side Bs from ledge. There's this one moment where I like clutched out a game 1 win against Lint from Connecticut, and that was I think the first time I beat Lint, or the second time. I mean, Lint's just an amazing player, and it won me the game and eventually won me the set. So definitely that's my biggest Melee vice, and net play isn't helping either. Outside, I'd probably say it would be like spam. I don't have it too often, but it's just like a big thing for Filipinos. Like, Filipinos just love spam. I love it with garlic rice and eggs, and it's definitely something for like special occasions for breakfast for me.
What do I like the most about the other Wannabe? I wish I read Will's answer before this. What I like the most about Will is his ability to express himself when we have disagreements and to listen to my side of it. We don't always agree. We agree most of the time, but we don't always agree. And when we don't, it almost like drops into this layer of like, okay, let's figure this out. Where are we right now? Where are you? Where am I? Where can we meet? And what is not being communicated? Because most of the time our disagreements come from just one thing that's not clear to the other person. And so he has such a grasp on what's important in a partnership that it's very easy to work with him and deal with issues. So I think that's probably what I like the most. Yeah, he's also just a great person to talk to. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about him, but I think that's probably like the central thing.
Let's see. What do I value most about JD? So what I really appreciate with JD is that our ability to like be truthful with one another, and it's not just in a way where we always are agreeing with each other, but we also have different goals, have different ideas, and are like different people and different personalities. And that, I think that's really apparent in the podcast too. But he brings such a different point of view, both as a friend and as a co-host for the podcast, and I really am thankful for the stuff that he highlights that's important to him, because it definitely puts me on notice to think about those things too. And he's just a great friend. I wouldn't want to have any other co-hosts.
What am I most excited about right now? This thing right here. I'm hella excited about this. I've been posting a daily song challenge, and I'm not a musician, but I've always felt musically inclined, and so being able to do that every day is getting me up early, and it's really hyping me up. So I'd say the Boss RC505 loop station is what I'm most excited about right now. Also, I'm really excited to do another Q&A. The first one was a lot of fun, and that was 40 episodes ago. So I think we have a lot more value to give now. So I'm excited about the Wannabes.
Alright, what am I most excited about right now? Truthfully, I'm holding out for a real Melee, but looking like Chrono's gonna be a little bit. So I'm really excited to, now that I have the time because I got furloughed, I'm really excited to work on, the Wannabes podcast and learn Street Fighter and keep working on my Melee game. I think it's such a rough time to practice, but it's an opportune time to practice in terms of if you can do it and improve, it's really easy to get the jump on people. But that's just me being a competitor. Plus you see a ton of heads still practicing on net play and stuff, so you always gotta be ready for the first IRL tournament post COVID.